A long-lasting relationship needs three things. Communication, I tell you what I feel. Comprehension, I understand what you feel. Accountability, I act different because of how I feel. Communication alone is not the key to every long-lasting relationship, because people can hear you and still not understand you. They can listen to your words and totally misunderstand you. That's why the real keys are comprehension and accountability. Communication alone is not just the key to every long-lasting relationship. Comprehension and accountability is. Hello, Rare family. Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about something that people repeat every time, that communication is the key to long-lasting relationship. But today I'm going to tell you why communication just alone is not the key to every long-lasting relationship. Without further ado, let's jump into our video. Number one is communication without comprehension is noise. You can talk every day and still feel unseen. You can express your feelings clearly, yet the person you are talking to still refuses to understand you. Communication is simply speaking. Comprehension is connecting. Let me give you an example, right? Let's say you try talking to someone about your feelings, right? Let's say you tell the person, it hurts me when you raise their voice at me. They hear you, but comprehension is when they actually understand why it hurts you and what it means for the relationship. A lot of people speak, but they don't understand. They defend instead of understanding. They react instead of listening. They hear to replay, not to heal. That's why communication alone cannot save a relationship. If words go in and nothing changes, the relationship cannot grow. If you always talking to a person, right? You tell the person, this is something that I don't like. You always doing this to me. I don't like this. Do not do this to me. When you do this, it hurts my feelings. They say, okay, I hear you. All right. And they say they do the same thing that you told them that you don't like. That's not communication. Communication alone cannot save a relationship. Communication alone cannot keep a relationship. People can say the key to a long-lasting relationship is communication, but I'm saying the key to a long-lasting relationship is comprehension and accountability. Number two, why comprehension is more important. Comprehension is deeper than listening. It's when someone tries to understand your heart, not just your voice. Comprehension looks like asking follow-up questions, checking in like, did I understand you correctly? Trying to see things from the person's perspective, not dismissing your feelings because they are different from theirs. Comprehension is not just listening, but actually understanding. When a person can understand you and actually ask you, okay, this thing hurts you, I understand that it hurts you, what can I do? How can I change? What is it that I can do, to change it so that I cannot do it next time? That is comprehension. Comprehension says your experience matters to me, your feelings matter to me. It hurts you, I also hurt. How can I change? How can we move forward? Comprehension says I want to change so that I don't hurt you next time, so that I can repeat what I did. That is comprehension. Imagine talking to someone who gets you. You don't have to repeat yourself. When you say something, they listen. When you say something, they hear you. They understand you. They are not dismissing your feelings. You don't have to demand respect. You don't have to explain basic respect. Imagine talking to someone who don't judge you, who don't second guess you, who don't second guess your feelings. That is comprehension. That is what makes a relationship last longer. Not just talking, but actually being understood. Number three, the part people don't like to talk about. Accountability. How many of us can take accountability for our actions? When we do something wrong, we'll be like, okay, I did this and I'm sorry. How many of us can take accountability, not just blaming other people for our actions, for what happened to us? How many of us can take accountability? Most people don't like to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it. Let's be real. Some people understand exactly what they are doing, but they still do it anyway. and they refuse to take accountability. Accountability means I own up for the way I make you feel. It means I am willing to work on myself. I don't repeat behaviors that hurt you. It means I don't blame you for my mistakes. Most relationships fall apart not because they don't talk, because people refuse to take responsibility for their actions. A person who hurts you and take responsibility and take accountability for the actions, that is someone to be with. That is someone to be with. But someone who says I am sorry and repeat the same behavior tomorrow, that is not communication. That is not comprehension. That is not accountability. That is lack of accountability. Number 4, why the 3 matter together? Communication, comprehension, and accountability. Why they matter together? A long-lasting relationship needs 3 things. Communication, I tell you what I feel. Comprehension, I understand what you feel. Accountability, I act different because of how I feel. Real love is not just words. It's understanding and growth. It's being able to take accountability for your actions. It's being able to understand your partner's feelings. Communication alone is not just the key to a relationship. A lot of us can communicate, we can talk, but once we don't understand, we don't own up to our mistakes, we'll keep going inside. Let's say a girl tell her boyfriend, I feel ignored when you cancel plans at the last minute. Communication, she expressed her feelings. Comprehension, he says, I understand why it hurts you. I understand why you are feeling this way. It makes you feel unimportant. Accountability, he starts planning better. He starts to do better. Next time, when you know that he won't be available, he will call sooner, he will text her sooner, or he will tell her sooner, so that next time she won't be hurt. That is accountability. Are you getting me? Do I need to raise the volume? Do I need to increase the volume? Communication is easier when you stop repeating the same old behaviors. Now, compare that to someone who say you are overreacting. I am basic, it's not that deep. Really? They heard the communication, but they refuse to comprehend, and they avoided accountability. Now, between the 2 relationships, which one you think would last longer? Exactly. So yes, communication is important, but a long, healthy, mature, long-lasting relationship needs more than words. It needs comprehension, truly understanding each other, and accountability, taking responsibility, and improving. Okay, that's it. If you felt this, please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and of course, I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye bye.